Welcome to the Your Little Castle Show, where we highlight the best experts that make your home into your little castle. Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, relationships, long-term friendships, people that you can count on and you know for extended period of time. Lesley Hunter is in the building, everyone, and we've been friends for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And she's one of the utmost professional people you will ever get to meet on this little planet because, I mean, just by virtue of what she does as a profession. Resume makeover. Pretty cool. Welcome to the Your Little Castle Show.
Thanks,
Lesley.
Carter. Happy to be here.
Well, I tell you, it is. We've had a lot of interaction with regard to business and helping the community and your work as having your own show as a host here in St. Louis and when you live in St. Louis. And it's just kind of exciting that we stay connected, even by remote and afar, because these days the technology allows us to do that. And we kind of just kept our relationship even at a distance, business stuff we talk about and business ventures we've worked on. And now we're working on some other stuff we might bring you in to work to help us with the consulting side. Tell us what you're up to and how it's going in your little world as a business consultant, as a model, as a pageant winner, as Mrs. Florida. Is that right?
Yes.
Very cool stuff. Talk to us a little bit about what you got going on.
Absolutely. I guess the better question is what don't I have going on? But yes, as you mentioned, last year I held the title of Mrs. Florida 2021 in the Miss World International Pageant and placed also a national title of Miss World America Lady. So as you remember from back in my days in St. Louis, I did some pageant involvement. I held a Missouri title in 2009. So I really enjoy my pageantry work. Also, you know, my main gig, I guess you could say I have going on that I've done for over 7 years is my resume business, Resume Makeover. And that's also my heart and my passion, helping individuals with their resume writing and copywriting needs to better market themselves, both towards employers as well as business owners, attracting clients and consumers.
Well, you've done a lot impressive stuff that I can tell. A lot of people, they get out in their little world and they get kind of in their main function, if you will, and kind of spend their life doing that, and they wonder, wow, my life passed me by. I didn't get to do it. You've done some really exciting, fun stuff. Talk a little bit on the wall behind us, everybody. I'm gonna put the widescreen up right now. What was it like doing? What is it like doing the modeling stuff that you do? That traveling around the world, multiple locations around the United States that you've represented and been honored as the Mrs. Florida, was it Pasadena?
Pasadena, yeah, when I lived in California. Good
right?
memory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Talk a little bit about that. What's that like?
Yeah, I mean, it's wonderful to being a pageant title holder. It's great to look pretty. It's wonderful to have a shiny crown, but for me, it's more than those things. And for many people involved in the pageant world, it's about really serving your community. So when I lived in Pasadena, and I know it, because you're so great with doing wonderful things in the community, you would appreciate this. But I worked with children in the Pasadena area. They had a great event that I was participating in called Story Time with Children. And we basically read to children that were of color from other story writers and storytellers that were of color as well, and volunteered with a lot of kids in Pasadena. And then here in Florida, or I guess we're in St. Louis now, but living in Miami, I partnered with a couple organizations, one called Girls Inc., which works with children in Title I schools to help them, and they pair business individuals such as myself to mentor these kids in Title I schools that oftentimes don't have many mentors and people to help influence them positively. So I'm really enjoying pairing up with that organization as well. So for me, I love traveling and modeling and going to exotic places, but it's more important for myself, the enjoyment I get out of serving others and serving my communities.
Well, I'm going to put up on the wall some of those pictures of you doing some of your modeling. I mean, this is pretty cool stuff. There you are. That's the World International. Tell us what everybody sees on the screen. They can't see you, but that says Miss Florida across your, what do they call that? Your sash?
Yes. Yep. And that's me when I won the national title of Miss World America Lady through the same pageant system when we were at nationals.
Okay. And a couple more here. World America, Miss
Yeah.
tied into the same thing.
Absolutely.
You look great though. Great pics. That's
Thanks.
what they do. And that's,
that's actually me and Terrence Howard, the actor on Empire.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got to connect with him in Chicago. So.
Well, I'll jump right over here too. This is your business website.
Yes.
your fan page. Facebook page.
Yeah.
Right. Resume Makeover. And so I'll leave that up on the screen for everybody to look for a second, and I'm going to switch us back over to us talking because it's more interesting to see a pageant model in the studio. But behind us now, you can see that. So talk about your resume makeover business a little bit. I mean, that's pretty interesting because you really get to help people get into that career that they may not have gotten if they didn't have the right representation of what they've accomplished, right?
Yes, absolutely. And you hit it on the head. I mean, I've had this business for over 7 years and really came up with it because I was working with another company doing resume writing, and like yourself, I have a big network of individuals that were saying, hey, I heard you do resume writing. I need help finding a job. I've been out of work for X amount of time. So I decided to start my own LLC and Resume Makeover as a company entity and started serving clients. There's a certification called Certified Professional Resume Writing Credential. I call it the CPA of resume writers.
And by chance, that's right behind you on the wall. Everybody can see that's on the TV wall. You can see that?
That is the CPRW, and I tested and obtained that. It's several hours exam, kind of like one that's taking their series license in the financial industry or other license certifications. So passed that and started serving clients anywhere from entry level, high school and college students going into entry level positions, all the way up to C-suite level executives who have 25, 30 plus years of experience and are looking for board positions and everyone in between. So I really enjoy serving different levels of individuals as well as different industries. I mean, I've worked with anyone from like nonprofit sector to legal, medical, a lot of healthcare and marketing, even did a pastor's resume the other month. So I serve, I mean, pretty much whatever job you're looking for, I can help you.
Well, I'm going to put up on the screen here again your Resume Makeover fan page. Lots of activity here. Some pretty cool stuff. You sent me a clip. Do you want to play that clip? Your interview you had here on what network was it?
It's called The Sassandra Show. They played it on, I think, Xfinity and different networks, and then also have a YouTube page as well. And I can share that interview. It was great. That's the Girls Inc. Organization that I was mentioning I work with in Miami. That's another interview I had.
Well, you got a good following. I know you do a lot of work. I know your time is short here, so we don't want to take too much of your time, but what the work you're doing is amazing, and I hope you continue to help change the world and impact the lives of those who obviously they need help. They need to get out there and tell us what's the perfect client for you. Who's somebody that you say, all the way from the person trying to get out of, you know, or maybe doesn't have a job, but at kind of entry level, all the way up to CEOs and everything in between?
And really everything in between. And whether you're currently, unfortunately, laid off and looking, of course, give me a call. And even those that are perfectly fine in their positions, but are open-minded, I think that's also a smart thing to plan ahead. As my mom always says, it's easy to find a job when you have a job. So I think it's perfect for individuals that are set to just have their resume ready and on hand, because you never know when that opportunity will come when you need to make a change. So at any stage you're at, give me a call. I'd love to help.
All right, everybody. Lesley Hunter, certified professional resume writer, resumemakeover.com, and a dear friend of mine for almost getting into our second decade here. I mean,
I know.
I don't want to give away
dating ourselves.
She's not as old as I am, for sure. So I can say 2 decades, and it's not a big deal. You say 2 decades because it's a beautifully young lady. Wait a minute, you're getting into my teens, apparently.
We're all keeping it kosher. Right?
She was 18, 20. No, I think it was 22 when I first met her.
Yeah,
something. And 15. So yeah, 10, 12. Now, I didn't say how old she was. I don't know how old she is, but she's probably. And there it is. So thanks for coming on the show and talking a little bit about the expertise you have and how you can help people to impact their lives.
And please reach out. You know, as Carter mentioned, my website is www.resumemakeover.com. You can email me individually. That's a great way of contact. at Lesley, Lesley, at resumemakeover.com. I'm also on LinkedIn, so feel free to reach out.
Easy to find Lesley. She is a professional extraordinaire and does a great job in our community. So we want to highlight those kinds of leaders, and Lesley is one of the best. Thanks again for coming
Thanks,
in.
Carter.
While you're in town in St. Louis, we had to get her in our studio here so we could talk a little about what the exciting stuff she's done. I mean, really exciting stuff.
Aww.
All right, everybody, stay tuned for more. This is the Your Little Castle Show. Giddy up. So we're here on the Your Little Castle Show set, and in between doing some pretty cool interviews with some leaders in the community. Shanoska. Give it up for Eliza Shanoska. She's got a tough last name, but I just know her as Eliza. We've known each other for a long time, actually. We found some pictures we had together after an event somewhere, Cardinals-related stuff or whatever. And we're just excited about this show. Tell everybody what you're most excited about.
I'm excited to be a part of it and help highlight St. Louis leaders and give all these companies an opportunity to get their name out and meet you and create awesome content.
Yeah, it's all about content, crushing it. Gary Vee is world famous. He's been on Letterman. I could tell Gary some cool stuff that you need to do, but if you make good-looking content that people will remember, it stands out, that's what you got to do.
Yeah, genuine and memorable and make it relatable.
There you go. Stay tuned for more fun on Your Little Castle Show. Willie J, here we are.
That's right.
We're doing something exciting here. I'm going to tell everybody a little bit. We are here to talk about some excitement because we started working on stuff a while ago. We got tied together with a charity. I just realized now, ladies and gentlemen, if I put the camera on Willie, I might disappear for a minute while I go grab some stuff. But we can do that during the show because that's called being dynamic. That means able to adapt to change. That's life.
That's it. Adjustments, man. Life is
so,
all about adjustments.
This little project we've been working on here is called Your Little Castle. It's all about the family and the household.
That's right.
And after working with Willie for, 3 or 4 years now on stuff.
Wow.
I remember
It's been a minute.
we were working together before.
Yeah.
You were on the show, on the Cowboy and Judge show, and then
on ABC.
ABC, and that was you told me how much that impacted your life and where you're at. I'm like, guys, wait till you understand. Let me do the introduction here because this is Willie J. He's one of the top artists in the world right now with regard to stuff going on and relevant and already. And you just did a new launch and it hit 1 million views.
Yeah. With a single.
We'll talk about that one real quick. Willie J, ladies and gentlemen, #1 Billboard, New York Billboard artist.
Yeah. New York
GQ
top business. 2021 fastest growing company.
On a magazine picture with Ice Cube,
Will Smith on the cover of GQ right now. We're in that. We're featured in the entrepreneur section.
I'm just so excited to have you on the show here.
I'm excited to be here, bro.
Well, let's talk.
Yeah.
You tell everybody a couple things you're going why you enjoy what we're doing here. I'm going to adjust some stuff on the screen behind you while you're talking about it. Is that cool?
Yeah, on my last day here, which I want you to definitely be featured in this new video we're about to shoot. And it's definitely going to shoot it in the metropolitan area and a lot of St. Louis shots. And that's a collaboration of Metro versus LA. And this is a heavy hitter on this track. It's already at 1.1 million streams. And we just kind of snuck it out there. That's where that song came from. And yeah, man, we had a great year. Ever since 2020 Labor Day was featured on ABC 30 with the Judge and Cowboy show, and then Chicago Journal start, getting in touch with us on the Black Friday of 2020. Been in the media, LA Weekly. We've been featured in articles with Drake, Elon Musk. Featured on the New York Times Billboard for 24 hours with our EP, Sunshine with the Rain EP, almost at 4 million streams. And it's great, along with my client Arthur Flash Johnson, who's a 4-time world boxing champ from the same city, St. Louis. And yeah, man, we just, enjoy empowering people, changing lives. Is what Permission Entertainment is about. And it's so surreal. Forbes magazine with Dell, who's a Dell Computers.
What, Michael Dell?
Yeah, Michael Dell, man. And,
there's so much you've got going on.
Yeah,
it's like
NYC edition too.
And part of what we want to jump in and the method to this whole show, ladies, and the whole show, the original show, the Cardinal Cowboy Show. They got picked up and merged with because they got major sponsors. They said, but we got to change the name to be the Cowboy and Judge Show that you were on. And now the Your Little Castle Show, the Cowboy and Judge still going. We love it. Got all the big. But this show's more about the family, the local businesses, the people that are tied in with the family, and the stuff that is relevant towards that, because that is what ultimately makes everything in the household go around and everything you've got there. Let me get a quick shout out to the sponsors we got here. I'm going to put these up on the big screen.
Shout out
behind us. So let me click those. There it is. Carroll House Furniture. You can see them. They're up behind us here too. First one you saw there. Let me go back. There it is, Napleton, and then now Carroll House. But my buddy Brooke sat in this same chair you're sitting.
Yeah.
These are his chairs.
Wow.
He sold them to us.
That's amazing.
Because he sells furniture.
See,
they weren't like his chairs in his house, but this is who we're working with.
Yeah, man.
And so this is the kind of stuff we get to do here.
That's
and
awesome.
The sponsors, the kind of people we got working with.
That's awesome.
But that's what we're doing this video for.
Yeah.
Is because we're saying, hey, we want more sponsors.
Right.
We want more people to be on the show to support us, because the method to this is all about how you, as an aspiring business owner, entrepreneur, employee for a big company, a small company, you can be successful and chase any dream. You want to talk about somebody, ladies and gentlemen, who is absolutely my card. I got to get one of the cards out here. I got them sitting all over the place. It says dream. There's one up there. I'll tell you what, Willie, can you grab? No, you can't. You're tied up. I got the mic on him over here. Sorry, Billy. But it says dream and then chase your dreams. We can put that up. I'll show you. But how many people dream, Willie? How many people dream and then they don't chase their dreams?
Yeah, well, that's a lot. Most people.
Well, it's everybody. It seems
that's
like
pretty much.
How many people?
Most people.
I shouldn't say everybody dreams. Everybody dreams.
Everybody dreams.
A lot of people. I don't mean most people don't chase their dreams. Everybody's chasing their dreams to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Some people just don't really go after it. We had a discussion about somebody who we won't name, but I finally told this person, I'm like, you got to go after it.
Right.
You know why you're not there yet is because you're kind of waiting for it to happen. That's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
That's so not how it works.
And it's so,
you have to be resilient. You have to be in pursuit. There's a pursuit.
Talk about that, Willie. Talk about how. This is why we're doing the show. We want people and businesses to join in on our positive energy and feed off of that, because we want to be authentic. We want to be real.
That's right.
There's no script. Are you reading any script?
No,
there's no script here.
No.
We might have some base points we want to make, some bullet points. We didn't even write those down this time.
No, we did.
Because we know what we're about and what the show is about.
Yeah.
And we're just proud to have Willie
I'm
J.
honored to be here, man.
Being here, this dude. I'm going to show you the stuff here in a second as we get into it, but I'm going to flip over to you, Nate, because I'm going to grab something else. I don't need to show that. I'll put up on the internet. Do a Google search for Cardinal Cowboy and dream and chase your dreams. My picture will show up, and it's on the field at Busch Stadium. But that was my thing: dream and then chase your dreams. So many people dream, and then they do not wholeheartedly chase their dreams.
That's right.
So that's what this show is all about. It's going to inspire a lot more people. We've already had a lot of people. I personally have that. I know that hospitals, kids I've visited that came back and they said, my son was going to, they told him he was going to die. And you know why he didn't die? I said, I don't know. He lived 5 more years than he was supposed to. Why didn't he die? Special treatment? No, because you got in his face and told him he had to fight.
There you go. That's powerful.
We got to do that more of that. Willie,
that is so powerful.
Willie, and that's a few instances like that. I won't go down the list of them.
That's amazing.
But that's what Willie
That's what it's about, bro.
Is about too. So with
that,
that,
it's about teamwork.
We want that. So Willie, tell people a little bit about your path and why you have this passion, because it's not just your musical endeavors to be a famous artist.
Right.
You started a little thing called Pure Mission Entertainment, which is all about inspiring and empowering others through music.
Yeah, creating hope. Our slogan is creating hope through arts and entertainment, and empowering people, changing lives. And we're going on our 4th year, and there's a lot of amazing things happening in a short time, but we put in a lot of work. And it started with projects like, for Hurricane Maria. Okay, and my buddy Aaron came and told me about a situation. He helped a few kids there through sports and helped the victims, and wrote a song and went over very well. We got a lot of global support with that, and definitely well over 4 or 5 million streams there. And even outside of just the song itself, we got together various artists. And it all started with a vision. It starts with a vision. It starts with a dream. And we saw the need, and that's where the slogan came from: creating hope through arts and entertainment, and empower, because it's about empowering people, changing lives. And the secret is, is that when you empower, the more you empower other people, you find yourself being empowered. In return, it has a boomerang effect, if you will. Okay.
I finally found where somebody else said that, because I learned it the hard way long ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, man, if you help
Yeah.
other people, like I started doing all this charity
Yeah.
work. I'm like, Cowboys always at some charity thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
because I've wanted to help people. I came out of a coma. They didn't expect me to survive.
Wow.
I got to give back.
Wow.
And then
That's
I started
always
doing all
amazing.
that, and all these things started going my way, and I started getting all this good stuff going on. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's how it works. And
That's
I
how
finally
it works.
found Denzel Washington said it in a video.
Yeah.
And he said, if you want to be successful, and you don't do it for this reason, but you do it because that's the way it works.
Yeah.
You help other people.
Yeah.
You do something to change the lives of others.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then it comes back to you. Boomerang. I like
That's
the way you
right.
said boomerang. You're
Boomerang.
always coming up with the analogy. That's why you're a musician who can
try,
write
bro.
music, produce
I
music,
try.
and create top 10 million hit music, million views, million
Humbled
streams.
by that, you know.
Well, keep it up.
Thank God for it.
I'm going to bring up some stuff about you on your website. So
Right on.
the reason we got Willie on this show is because Willie J is one of the top musicians you'll find, and he's from St. Louis by chance. So
Yeah.
he drove from the other side of St. Louis. He's over in Illinois.
Yeah.
But because he wants to do this. I know what he charges. he's doing me a favor, but he believes in what we're doing.
Yeah, I believe in the vision, man.
And so
Believe in it.
this is huge. So talk about, I'm going to put it up on the screen for everybody to see here. I hit my special button there that does that. So here's your Instagram, and literally look at the page here. There's Willie J. 142. That's what it says, ladies. That doesn't mean that 142K. That isn't like 142K gold. That's 142,000 followers. He's got 981 that he follows. It's a lucky 981 people. And you have a whopping one. This is where I'm telling you guys. Look at this. You have a whopping 177 posts. Like I've got like 6,000 posts I put out there. But you get with that, you got 142,000. You're doing something right, and it's just doing.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
anything on here you'd
Thank
like
you.
me to share with people quickly that as I scroll down because it's on the screen, they can hear us but they can't see us.
Oh, that was the interview recently I did on the Little Castle show.
The first one?
right there. No, the
those-
first one. That's the single with the big producer.
All right, let's click on that one so people can see a little bit.
Okay,
what we're
yeah.
dealing with.
This is by KE
And
on
look
the
at this.
track. KE on the track.
1 million
from Beverly Hills, and he's the biggest producer in California. Probably the biggest music producer. He worked with Future, Jay-Z, Beyonce, big hits with Chris Brown. Names. Names.
So now
are
it's playing
out
the next one, and this
Yeah.
is our little thing we did here
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and that went over well, and that was done on Kobe, the day that Kobe passed, and my daughter's sweet 16 birthday, and it's got thousands of views. I put it up on my channel already, and it's already been viewed about 10 to 12,000 times already.
Yeah, and for a local, people, 10
Yeah.
or 12,000. Let's do the math. United States,
Yeah.
St. Louis is about 1%
Yeah.
of the total population. All right.
They're loving it. Yeah, they're loving it.
And so anything you do here,
Yeah.
it's about 100 times that if you're national. So
Yeah,
12,000
yeah,
means
yeah.
like more like, is that 1.2 million? Yeah. So you
And see,
the-
that's
see the
global, and that's a
ratio?
global audience too. That's not just our regional audience, local
Sure.
audience here.
Yeah, but I'm saying
all those
yeah.
hits, we're getting attention from like 5 continents, bro.
Right.
With these interviews,
And so
stuff.
it's just
It's touching the world.
I mean, I want to go on and on here because there's so much to cover. But I'm
Yeah,
going to put
man.
this back up on the screen again. Let me put it back over. So
Yeah.
let's talk about this. This is the New York. That's not some building in South County.
No.
That's that's the New York Times that everybody talks about, right?
Yeah, it is. It really is,
It's
man.
like you
That's
got
New
on-
York
you-
Times Square billboard.
To Times Square billboard.
Yeah.
Now they got these graphic, beautiful, giant displays because you can see that's about the corner of a building. That's probably what? How big's that screen? 30 feet wide?
huge.
30, 40 feet?
Yeah, it's huge.
And so standing back,
Yeah.
that's just one thing. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scroll through.
Yeah, that's
that-
our EP picture too, you know, and it's our logo again, creating hope through arts and
Okay,
entertainment.
so
And
let's
they
go-
put Willie J
let's
is
go back
bringing
over there.
hope through music. Sunshine with the Ring, Volume 1, which is the EP.
Here you are, Chicago Journal.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go through some of
Shouts
these.
out to the Chicago Journal.
Willie J.
It is-
Sunshine. There's your over 2 million SoundCloud. I mean, we could go on and on.
And that's the top musician. We got made the top 10. That feature with Justin Bieber,
Right.
Demi Lovato on that one.
Willie J. in the morning.
And that's the one we did for COVID.
5 million. right?
Yeah, well, it's at 8 million now.
Well,
Yeah, it's at
it's
8
been a
million.
couple months. So.
Yep, been at 8 million streams.
LA, what? I mean,
8.1 to be exact.
but the point we don't want to belabor the point here, but the point is that
York
if you're willing
Wire.
to go after it,
You
I'm gonna
can
go.
be it. If you can see it and work hard at it and work smart, it's not just about working hard because sometimes people work hard doing the wrong things.
Yeah.
You know, so it's about, trying to be smart while you're working hard. But you definitely have to put in the work.
So I'm going to put on the cowboy hat now. Most
Giddy
people are
up.
familiar with this, and so I'm gonna switch back over here. But I mean, literally,
Source Magazine, that's big. They birthed Eminem. career.
There you go.
DMX, Biggie Smalls.
I want to put back up on
That's
the
a
screen, but I want you
childhood
guys
dream.
to
That's
see-
a childhood dream. Back to what you were saying. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay.
But that, remember you talking about chasing a dream? I used to go around in the hoods of East St. Louis and Washington Park, dangerous hoods, and we would, read these magazines. It's like, I would like read my favorite artists, all these celebs, and say, be in this magazine one day.
and you did it.
And here we are.
And so
It came
you are
to
here,
pass.
and you've done it. All right, Cardinal Cowboy. Underneath this, we got the changeable hat that's got another logo underneath.
Nice
there.
hat, man.
And I'm getting this hat put on a new white
It's a
one,
dope hat.
and then we just change hats. But
It's awesome, man.
we're just always dynamic from the perspective that we're adept to change. We can change quickly. We can
That's it.
make things happen. So
That
that's
is
why we have to always be ready to make things happen. But this is this other studio we use. We call this the Hollywood studio. But this is the show's all about. We highlight
Yeah.
people like you see here. This is
Yeah.
BEK Moving.
Yeah.
We did a 15-minute interview with them. They loved it. This has gotten them something. But it's in 15 minutes, people can figure out if you're full of it or not.
That's right.
And when this
That's
is
right.
where these guys got to really, people get to know that these guys are real and,
Yeah.
they're sincere. And that's what
Yeah.
we're bringing to the studio here.
That's
and
right.
we do these shows. So we're asking for people to be sponsors on this show,
Yeah.
which we already have a bunch of them. We're going for more sponsors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's one of our clients, one of our shows we did. This is Archway Contractors, and they do an incredible job. We've got
Yeah.
pictures from their stuff. I'm going to show that in a second. We can have fun sitting in front of our studio because if I want to have a little fun with it, I'll show you guys as I switch back over. Here, check this out and look behind me. Oh, look at this. I'm going to go back to the cam.
Nice.
Hey, everybody, where are we sitting now? Oh, Busch Stadium just showed up right behind us.
It is.
How'd that happen?
Yeah.
Well, because we're sitting in a building across the street from Busch Stadium, and we're looking out the windows.
Yeah.
No, this is a TV wall. This is part of our Studio B. So we do a lot of our impromptu work and things we just got to get done quickly in our own studio.
That's right.
The other one we rent that's used by all the big players, ABC, all the big guys.
CNN, all
Here's the stuff we got going. So let me get, I think I got a couple other things to share about what we're working on. That's a picture I took. That is from a very exclusive suite. I won't say which, but I took that picture.
That's a nice picture,
I didn't
bro.
get the cup out of the corner of the picture.
That's a nice. That's
You
a nice.
can
That's
see
a
that.
nice picture.
And then Carroll
That's
House
really
again.
nice.
And then here we are. Now sudden we're out across the street from the arch, across the river from the
Beautiful.
arch, and doing stuff. So this is our fun studio where we get to have highlight leaders in the community and cool things we got going on.
Yeah,
but
man.
I want to go back over. I know we had a couple more things about Willie J, but look here, if you will, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna put back on the screen. There's Brooke in this studio. Brooke's been in both studios. There's Elisa. She's my sales director. There's Justin from the BEK. These are all pictures from these shows that we do
Yeah.
for people that make you look great. So
Yeah.
if you think what we're doing here helps to raise the people that the marriage counselor, Dave Rispoli, there's Willie J.
Yeah.
In a previous interview.
Yeah.
There's where we did a live recording at a house that's being sold with a realtor
Yeah.
that's helping.
Yeah.
And they want to be part of this. The Wildcats kids football team. Joe Brazel
Yeah. Yeah.
owns a business. Mike King working with Backstoppers. Zach from Archway. Again, Sandy, she's a realtor. Who's one of the top realtors in the world in St. Louis for sure. And thanks everybody. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you for
Giddy
your
up.
time.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Your Little Castle. If you would like to be on the show, please text us at 636-565-0305. Giddy up.